What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Motor City Lions talk, talking about some Lions potential trade talks. Water cooler talk, nothing concrete. Start off with Jimmy Graham. I see Jimmy Graham is not being utilized right in Seattle. I see Ebron is back to all his Ebron ways, and I was just wondering, would the Lions be able to pull the trigger on Jimmy Graham? I know his salary is probably kind of high. I understand they got some cap room as well. I don't know how much cap room they do have or how much Seattle will have to take back if they consider trading Jimmy Graham. But I do understand that Seattle does need a lot of help up front. And could the Lions help Seattle up front once Taylor Decker gets back? Possibly so. I think that could have been a potential landing spot early in the season for Lincoln Tomlinson. I think they could have potentially dealt him to Seattle and kind of got Jimmy Graham. I don't know if that's on the radar. Maybe Jimmy Graham isn't available in Seattle. He should be, because they have no idea how to utilize Jimmy Graham. No idea how. I will say that right now. They don't know how to feed the beast. In the Detroit offense, you put Jimmy Graham with Matthew Stafford. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think Jimmy Graham will cover out a lot of deficiencies with the Lions as far as what's going on with Marvin Jones. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on that. And I think he will control the middle of the field. I think he will free up Golden Tate, free up Galladay, free up Marvin Jones. People will have to pay attention to him. And Stafford will make him be that beast once again. Now, I'm just saying, this is my personal thoughts on the Jimmy Graham situation. I watch Seattle games a lot. I have every NFL game. I watch Seattle games just the way the cookie falls. Sometimes I'm just watching it. And, he got 7 receptions with like 10 targets last week. But it wasn't Drew Brees-esque, New Orleans Saints-esque type of Jimmy Graham. He still has the athletic ability. It's not the fact that he's not healthy like he was in New Orleans when he left. It's not the fact that his game is falling off. It's the fact that Seattle offense is lethargic. When Marshawn Lynch left, he took the offense with him. He was the identity. They don't have an identity right now. And some reason they don't put any stock in getting offensive linemen. Really. They get one good one, and then they try to develop them. And Russell Wilson running for his life. And then again, Russell Wilson is a guy. When he's throwing the ball, he's successful throwing outside the numbers and throwing deep the duck ball when it's a play action, deep type of offense. And they don't, for some reason, they don't like to attack the middle with Jimmy Graham. So I think Jimmy Graham will be an awesome acquisition for the Detroit Lions. Maybe you could package Ebron in the pick, and possibly, I don't know what else you can do. Maybe you can do that. Maybe, some guy that they're interested in. They could be interested in T.J. Jones. They don't have enough one receiver. They could be interested in some of the other guys that's on the team. They have solid safety play, so they always looking for offensive linemen. Maybe if Taylor Decker comes back and you can trade Greg Robinson, maybe that's a possibility. Maybe around a 4th, 3rd round draft, it's worth it. A 3rd round draft pick for Jimmy Graham, but if you give him Ebron, maybe a 5th or a 5th rounder, 6th, depending on what Seattle's taking back in his salary. If he's not taking much, then you can do a 5th or a 6th in Ebron, or one of those running backs they might be interested in. Jeremy Hill just, basically came out and threw a pout. Now that Joe Mixon is getting the majority of the carries in Cincinnati, he's not happy. And pretty much Giovanni Bernard probably not happy as well. But that's not the running back we need. We need a guy that can at least get short yardage situation, that's still on a 2nd round rookie contract, that won't hurt our pockets, a guy that's proven to pick up, short yardage and proven to take it to the house in between the tackles as well. People say, the guy was telling me on the thread, he hasn't did nothing this season. Yes, he's a guy that gets stronger when the game go on. You have to feed the beast once again with Jeremy Hill. He's not one of those guys that you get 2 or 3 carries here and then another touch here. He's not going to thrive like that. You got to give him the ball. He has had fumbling issues in the past, and so has Amir Abdullah. But I think he fits the bill for the Lions. I think if you have Jeremy Hill, you pick up that 1 yard versus Atlanta, you don't have to throw it in the end zone. He gets the 1 yard. He's that type of running back, and he's motivated to prove to Cincinnati that they made a mistake by taking Joe Mixon and starting him and above him. And he's playing for a contract as well. And if you don't like the way he's playing, you don't owe him anything. He can take it to the house. He can get the short yardage situation. He has a bit of a fumbling problem in the past. I'm pretty sure the running backs coach can work with him on that. I think most definitely these 2 acquisitions, if things don't turn around with the running game, and Jimmy and Eric Ebron, these 2 guys you could bring in and get them at a nice little bargain, especially Jimmy Graham. I love Jeremy Hill. I love him coming out of college. So let me know what y'all think. Might be crazy talk. This water cooler talk. We gone.